Hi, I'm John. This is Sounds on the Sound, and today we'll be looking at some stuff that I picked up in January. It seems that I was pretty busy in January buying stuff, so I'm actually going to have to split this into two videos because tomorrow, well, I'm recording this on the 29th, and I have a delivery coming the 30th and a delivery coming the 31st, and I think there's about 20 items in combined with both of them. So I'll do a second video a little later, a couple days after that, seeing what we got there. So this is some of January, actually. And I watch another channel, Louis Golden. I don't know if anybody else watches him. I'm sure that they do. But he had a good suggestion about when you show an item, maybe name a song so that people can go get a listen, see if they're into it or not. Thought it was a pretty good idea. So I guess we'll start with cassettes that I got. First one is Low Cunning. This is Inventory of the Shitty Wizard. I believe that this is the third release in the Shitty Wizard epic. This is Dungeon Synth. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Now this release was limited to 24 cassettes, but there are 4 different versions. Each one is a separate piece of the wizard's inventory. This is the dagger, number 2 of 6, and also number 2 of 24. So I only bought one. I didn't want to buy all 4 because that's weird. So there you go. More Dungeon Synth I got. I guess I can do both of these at the same time. These are both of these projects are from the same artist, Worm. Now, I'm a big collector of his. I own pretty much everything he's ever put out. Upwards of 200 releases since 2018, I think. It's very prolific Dungeon Synth artist. Now, this is Erythrite Throne, Call of the Northern Moon. This is a reissue on Ancient Meadow Records. The original came out in 2020. This one came out in December of 2022. And this is Sepharis, and this has a long title. It's Profound Misery in the Radiance of the Blood Moon. So these are both Dungeon Synth. Erythrite Throne, I think they're similar in nature, but I think Throne is a little more somber, and I think Sepharis has more vocals. It's really hard to pick a track to recommend. I'd just go listen to anything released by either of these projects. It's just really good Dungeon Synth all around. And also Dungeon Troll here, another one of his projects. This is very fantasy-like Dungeon Synth. Very different than this. Alright. Now, I got 3 releases from Holder this month. The first one is this comp, which I am not going to butcher the name of. I believe it's Dutch, which is, I believe, where she was born before she moved to America. This is actually, side A is, let's see, I got it here. The Rehearsal 8-13-18 is the A side, and the B side is Ascending the Ravenstone. Track I'd recommend if you wanted to get into Holder might be Bestial Form of Humanity. I like that song. It's on this one. I believe that was on the rehearsal side. Second one I got was the 2020 promo. This is 2 tracks only. Just more stuff. And this is the new one that she put out. Benighted in Blood. Benighted, yeah, in Blood. This is a live recording from 2022 springtime Baltimore. It's a soundboard recording, so the quality's good. This was limited to 80 copies, and they've already re-released it. Another 80 copies, and that one is in, I believe the J card and the tape are red. This is the first press. We can now move on to the CDs. Now we'll be severely changing gears here because the CDs are all from Japan and they're all Idol releases. So first off, we've got BIS or Bis. I've heard it pronounced both ways. I believe Bis is proper pronunciation. This is Dead or Alive. This is a single. Yeah, it's just really fun Idol music. Second one is Anti-Conformist Superstar. This is an EP. I believe it's got 6 tracks. Six tracks. This is another release of theirs. Propaganda. Came in 2 different versions. This version, I believe, has 11 tracks. This version has 10 tracks. I don't remember exactly which track is extra. This one also is a bandana, which is kind of neat. This is another EP they put out, Killing Idols. I will probably do a full discography on Bis. This is actually all of these releases here are 3rd generation Bis. The group actually dates back to 2010, if I remember correctly, and I'll probably do a full discography. I do own almost all of their releases, and I'll probably do a little history with that as well, and maybe an episode on what Idol's all about for those of you that don't know. But this music is really fun. Usually piano, guitars. It's just really good. Tracks I'd recommend off these. Dead or Alive is a pretty good one. What was the other one? I think it's track 2 off this release. I'm not going to butcher the Japanese, but I believe it translates to, apparently, it's the zombie apocalypse, or something akin to that. That's a pretty fun one, too. And there's videos for them on YouTube. Now, this one, this is Bish, which is a different group. Same management company. This was a guerrilla release, meaning that they just released it without telling anybody it was coming out. This is one of their albums. I can't remember how many. Maybe the 4th major release, major label album. This is Carrots and Sticks, but the trick to this one is there's 2 versions of this. Guerrilla versions. One is the group singing, and the other one is their manager, and I believe he writes most of the lyrics that the group themselves don't write, singing. This one has him singing. So you just didn't know which one you were going to get because they're both exactly the same. Look exactly the same. I still have to hunt down the other one, so that'll be fun. I own almost all of their stuff too. I'll probably do a rundown of all of their stuff at some point. I probably should have tossed this in when I was talking about the Dungeon Synth. This is actually a book I picked up. Dungeon Synth, The Rebirth of the Legend. This came out this last year. This is a reprint on by Cult Never Dies. I believe it was privately published by the author at the beginning of 2022, and then this was reissued maybe in October, I think. I can't rightly remember. It gives a little at the beginning a short history of the genre, and then interviews with I think 13 artists. I think it's 13. Yep, 13. Like Old Sorcery, Old Tower, Irang, the classics. So this is a pretty good book. I don't know if it's the first book on Dungeon Synth. I've never seen another one, but then again, I've only been listening to Dungeon Synth for a couple years now. All right, now we'll get on to the vinyl. Got this. This is the soundtrack to Halloween Ends, put out on Sacred Bones. I pre-ordered this a long time ago, maybe September, before the movie came out. Yeah, it's just the soundtrack, and this is the, I think it's called the art version. This is an alternate cover, and I don't know how many of these they pressed. I just don't know. Here's the vinyl. Pretty sweet looking. Nothing to recommend off this. It's a soundtrack. I do love me some John Carpenter, though. Oh, I forgot. A track off this. Well, in my opinion, you really can't go wrong with Beesh. Pretty much any track off of this will do. Or any of their songs, really. And what else did I get? I got 2 releases by Gruesome. This is death metal. And this release, this EP, Dimensions of Horror, is Death Worship, and by that I mean the band Death. This is a tribute to Death's first release, Scream Bloody Gore, and yeah, you can tell that it's a tribute to that album. And I also got my second copy of Savage Land. I bought this by mistake because the digital version has 2 more bonus tracks. I thought they were on the album. They're not. So I'll probably be doing a giveaway at some point, and this will probably be one of the things I'll be giving away. This is the Bone, White, and Blood edition, 3,000 copies. The other one that I have is another Blood and Bone one, but that's the first release of it, and that one was 1,000 copies. But yeah, I'll probably be giving this away. This one is a tribute to the Death album Leprosy, and you can tell. Both of these, you can definitely tell where they're coming from. Good death metal, though. If you love death, you'll love Gruesome. So that's about all I got. until the next video comes out. Probably 20 more things. I think it's exclusively idle stuff. I'm just trying to finish out my whack management agency discography. That's Beast, Empire, a whole bunch of groups. So I'll have some more stuff to show you all in a couple of days. But until then, later.